Well, I freaking did it. I always felt like this gap was a little big. A little bit of car wash. Unbelievable. Don't you just love it when problems fix themselves? Currently prepping the car. What have we done? Getting ready for a drift event coming up next weekend. I'm taking the Lexus, doing a little bit of maintenance to it. Where are we at? I have had to replace my upper ball joints. They were pretty bad off. Both sides. We're about to pop right out to say hello. Don't be that guy. We have mounted new tires. Got brand new tires. We have done some work on this bad boy. Both sides, no more scrubbing, lowered it down a little bit. I still want to go lower. I know people have been like, no, I've been riding on monster truck status, I know it. But it's functional, especially for me. I am traveling 2.5 hours away to an event to drift this car, and I'm driving the car there and back. So I gotta put a lot of stuff in this car. I'm gonna be carrying tires, tools, cooler, jack, everything I got to have or need or could possibly need there and back in this car. So when I put all that in there, it's going to be loaded down. It is going to be slammed, and that's when I have a problem with it being too low and then putting all this weight in there. It's just too much. So we're about there. A little bit of this, a little bit of that has turned into a lot. Just changed the oil, fresh oil. Check my gear oil, my transmission. It does look like my rear main seal is leaking just a tiny bit. I lost just a little bit of gear oil out the transmission. Nothing too major. I'm gonna have to buy a new one to replace that. Where are we at? Where are we at? We're almost there. I'm excited for this event. I hope you come along and join me on this adventure. Back to it. The paint on this thing's already totally effed from the tires eating it up before they got kind of rolled. Look at the paint, it's looking great. Total drift car. We're going all out on this one. I always felt like this gap was a little big on the door. Closing that right sucker. Closes it right out. And there we are. Fenders be rolled, sir. Some fresh rubber, sir. I probably had this tire machine 15 years, long before I got into drifting. Thankful to have it. One of my next big shop tool purchases will definitely be a tire machine. I call it persuasion. You have no choice now, sir. She'll make an excellent drift tire. A little bit of car wash. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That literally just happened. I dropped the rim right on this. Unbelievable. Look at that. Oh man. Yeah, well, you know, they weren't perfect anyways. Let there be new rubber, sir. Put new tires on there. Man, we beat these things out a good bit. It's hard for me to tell. Definitely think I got a couple millimeters sticking out here. So hopefully I won't be scrubbing no more. Still need to lower the driver's side more. It's still higher than the passenger side. I did just lower it a little bit, but it's still a little high. Well, I freaking did it. You influencers, man. You talked me into it. I couldn't help it. I just wanted to be cool like you guys, man. I lowered the car even more. It's lower, a lot lower. I lowered it a lot. We'll just see how it goes. Well, it's definitely a lot lower, but I still got so much room, especially since I hammered these out. Man, I got so much clearance. I could have a whole nother 1/2 inch wide rim. This side, wow, at least they look about the same now. And I imagine once I take off, they'll probably settle a little bit. This is just right after lowering it. If you've been following along for me for a little while, maybe a couple episodes ago, episode 10, I believe, I blew a tire, ground down the rim on the asphalt. Looked pretty gruesome, but this is the wheel that I blew a tire on. This is it though. And it's holding air. I put a new tire on it. It's holding air great. No problems. In case anybody out there thought that I absolutely ruined a rim. Ruined this perfectly good cheap wheel. I did not. It's perfectly fine. Oh, shit. Don't you just love it when problems fix themselves? Ever since I welded the dip in this car, my traction control light started blinking and it's been blinking ever since. Never really looked into it. Today, it just stopped. No more blinking. It said, nope, traction control is good now, you're good to go. Crazy.